dentistry. Welcome you all to one another online dentistry webinar. Thank you all for great support in all our webinars before. Hope everyone is safe and sound. I hope we all come more strengthened and better in these tough times after the pandemic. Today, we have a session that is the need of the hour for us budding dentists. We all need to know what to do and what not to do after BDS. I request everyone to please patiently wait for 2 minutes while we enter all the applicants. Kindly register yourselves on the webinar and claim the certificate of the webinar. For any queries, please contact our team and give us a feedback on our website. While we enter everybody to the session, we'd like you to show a small video of online dentistry. This was about online dentistry, but online dentistry is proud to announce Online Dentistry 2.0, and here is a short glimpse of that. Everyone. Online dentistry is coming up with yet another fantastic session in association with Anu Dental College. Let's see how it goes like. Thank you, everyone. The motto of online dentistry is to redefine dental education in many ways. Our established numbers say that this firm was established back in 2008. The total number of offline classes that were taken were 122, and the total number of online classes conducted are more than 500. We can proudly say that we are a global family of above 20,000 people. We have more than 10 centers across India with their own representatives, and I can assure that in the coming years, the numbers are certainly going to increase. For joining us and staying updated, kindly DM us on these numbers. Now, we'd just like to inform you all that there is a mishappening that has been happened. One of the members of online dentistry, Dr. Manasa PV, lost her life in a tragic accident, and I request you to all pray for her soul to rest in peace. We pray that her family gathers the strength and her friends gather the strength to endure this great loss. Coming back to the schedule, like always, online dentistry is jam-packed with sessions. Here is the first session, Exam Alert Clinicals. This is a complete guide for public health dentistry. It will help you in passing public health dentistry with flying colors. Small tips and tricks, and you're good to go. Coming to the most awaited session of all times, Spread Your Wings, Innovative Arenas after Dental Graduation. This session is to be held on 15th of August. This session is going to be the landmark and a boon for all us budding dentists. This is a complete roadmap to how to succeed step by step in pursuing our dreams after BDS. Coming to this session is about expansion, not just about expansion, all about expansion. This is to be held on 29th of August. This is a boon for all the practicing clinicians and general dentists. How early diagnosis and use of SME and RNE can help prevent the malocclusion in a child. Coming to one more session that is again being held on a public demand, Oral Habits Demystified. How habits from a very early age can lead to aesthetic and functional consequences in your child. This is an extensive session which is an eye-opener for all the practitioners. So do log in to our online dentistry and know more about us. We have one more session coming up that is all about periodontics by Dr. Josh Paul sir. So stay tuned with us to stay updated. Coming to the guest speaker of today, Dr. Jobby Peter sir, MDS PGDCFS. Sir has a long list of achievements to his name, but to just add some, sir graduated from Manipal Dental College, Manipal, and pursued post-graduation from Raja Mutaya Dental College, Annamalai University, Tamil Nadu. He holds a PG diploma in criminology and forensic sciences. He has also got certified training for Tobacco Intervention Initiative from the very esteemed NIMHANS, Bangalore. He is a member of various associations like IDA, American Association of Pediatric Dentistry, and he has been an esteemed guest speaker of various international conferences held worldwide. And Sir holds the LIMCA, Asian, and Indian Book of Records for traveling more than 10,000 kilometers in just 23 days and covering 13 states of the country for a noble cause, Tobacco-Free India. Sir, we are beyond happy to have you here, and we welcome you wholeheartedly to the webinar. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you so much. Let me start sharing my screens. Am I visible? Am I audible and visible? Is my screens audible and visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much for the kind introduction and welcome you all. I hope everyone is safe and sound. And again, I would like to take a moment to pay my tribute to one of the legend in dentistry. She is the first female dentist called Dr. Vimala Sood. She is no more. She expired recently, yesterday. So let us all pay our tribute to ma'am for her achievement and her contribution to dentistry. And I pray my pranam to her for her contribution. Thank you so much, ma'am. You will be remembered, and let her soul rest in peace. What after BDS? That becomes a very important topic at this juncture, because what can we achieve with BDS? When you ask anybody what after BDS at this point of time, you get the answer MDS, 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 MDS. So only one option in front of us is MDS done. So the seminar is over. I mean, you can go home and sleep. Done. There's only one option in front of you is MDS. That is what we think. Listen to this lecture till the last slide. Things can twist and turn. Some slides can be those which you cared about it. Some slides are those which you heard about it. Some slides are your dream. Some slides are your, oh my God, I should have done it. Whatever may be. This is the one question that you get. So what I did is I did a Google search. I went to the Google and searched what after BDS, and I got around 7 crore 37 lakh options. Oh my God, this much options after BDS. You would be kidding, Dr. Joby. You go and search, you will get more than this. You won't get less than this. Now the problem comes from this much number of options. Which one should I choose? What is the best for me? That really comes a difficult task. Which one is the best for me? Now, let me tell you one basic things. How can you get guidance from a third party person? Like, I'm a third party person. You may be listening to me for the first time, or maybe have listened to me, but I'm a third party person. Like me, there are many people who will give lectures on what after BDS, what is the best option BDS. So many things are there, but I want to put one disclaimer here is any step that you take from this point of time is purely depending upon to the questions that I'm going to ask you. I'm going to put two slides, some questions. Listen to those questions and the step that you need to take after analyzing all these questions which I'm asking you is one question is relevant to my life as a BDS graduate. If it is there, analyze it, go ahead it. So I am not like other preachers or teachers who say you do this, this is the best option. I cannot, because I do not know your social setup. I do not know you, but as a practitioner, as an academician into more than 28 years, I just want to tell you that this is a wonderful field you are in. All you need to remove these confusions. So listen to these questions. These questions are very important. Is these questions are one that I scared to ask, or I do not want to project myself, or yes, it is there in my mind. Nobody told me these questions. Now I have to think. And if you get an answer to that questions, then you should be listening to this lecture till the last slide. You will get a solution for what was hidden in your mind. So let me ask you frank questions, because this has been done with a lot of people, interactions has been done, and those questions are framed, and you might feel, oh, this is too insignificant for me. Yes, maybe some others, it is very significant. So listen to those questions. Before starting, can anybody come to the chat box and tell me what is that picture that I put there? Anybody knows or heard or seen the picture which I just put onto there, let me tell you, we dentists started our life with this chair. This is the first dental chair by Dr. Flag in 1790. What he has done is, it was a conventional chair. Into this, he added a headrest. Just added a headrest into a conventional chair, wooden chair. He added that, and that became the first dental chair, specific for us. From there, we went into first reclining dental chair. This is the first reclining dental chair, James Snell, 1832. So you can recline. Then came the first hydraulic dental chair, 1877, Basil, Italy. This is the first hydraulic, goes up and down. So into 200 plus years of beginning of dentistry, we are there now with Wi-Fi dental chairs. Lights, you don't have to touch. You have to just wave, the lights will be on. You just talk, the chair will automatically up, down. Innovations have come in our field. So guys, do you think if it was a dooming field, or if it was not a field which no scope was there, do you think the whole world people would have spent so much, invested so much, companies and companies have come and they try to make it more innovative? Do you think so? They are fool enough to do that? No way. It is one of the best innovative field in this era, dentistry it is. So all I want to ask you is some questions. Whatever may be the answer, take up these questions, ask yourself these questions. Forget about your academics. Tomorrow you may have exam, tomorrow maybe so many things you are planning. Whatever you are planning at this point of time, you may be planning for the next NEET exam, you may be planning for any other entrance exam or any NRE or any exam you are planning. Forget about that. Just ask these questions before yourself. My first question to you is, am I happy with BDS? Am I happy with the BDS degree which I just got it or I'm going to get it? There are different groups of people here. Ask that. Put your heart and ask this question. I heard scope of dentistry is more outside India, so I want to pursue for job outside India. India, I all these things I got so many inputs from so many friends, so many videos I see in Insta, YouTube. So all of them say that this country is good, that country is good, there is good. So I have okay, fine. Finally, I come to a conclusion that dentistry is best outside India, not in India. We have a better scope outside. Do you have that confusion in you? I want to make quick money. I have a lot of limitations. I want to make quick money and fast money. That is why I joined the industry. And I want to do as early as possible. It is my passion to be a dentist. I'm not bothered about anything. My passion was like to become a dentist and do my best. Is that your question? No, I was searching for a lot of things. So dentistry is one place where I do that and I can go outside and settle outside India so that I come back to my country. I can settle there. I can have a different life, which I dream. Ah, I found this is one better opportunity, better scope. So I did that. Or I learned that life outside India with dentistry is much, much better. So I want to go from India. I don't want to come back into my country. I want to go out and enjoy, settle down for my future. Other questions? Sir, what happened is I didn't have any choice. I wrote the exam and I what I got was BDS. So when I discussed with many people, yeah, it's a good option. Why don't you do that? You're going to be a doctor. So why don't you do that? So all of them said, you join for that. So I joined for this. I don't know anything about it, but I joined for, people said this is a better option. You join for that. I was forced to join because I hate putting hands inside somebody's mouth. I don't like it. But I was forced to do it. I had to do it. I joined because of force. I did that. I'm doing it. is that kind of, there are so many people who have come to us saying that I don't like dentistry because I have to put more hand inside somebody's mouth, I don't like it. There are people who says that. If you have that kind of attitude, I was misguided by others. They said it is a very lucrative profession. You get lots and lots of money if you do this. You can get lots of, your life will be settled. You can open up a clinic at anywhere you want, and you are independent. You don't have to depend upon anybody. You will become independent. This that. So was something that forced you to do it? Currently speaking, I'm little confused. So many options I can see in all the social network, all the friends. I'm literally confused and worried about it. And finally, no, sir, I just want to quit this profession. If that is the case, you should enter the last slide. I will be talking about it. Quitting the profession and going for newer aspect of it. So one of these questions have it popped up in your mind, you first ask before planning after BDS. That mental maturity, that strong willpower should be there if you want to pursue any of the thing which I'm going to tell you. If you have that mental power, that credibility of trusting yourself, yes, I'm going to do it, then you can listen to the rest of the sessions and you can change your life. As I told you, we have moved into the next generation of practice. And after Corona, it's going to be the best thing that can happen in our setup there. So BDS, what we have done, Bachelor of Dental Science, we have done. We have one option. Just want to summarize it and tell you what are the options I'm going to discuss here. You can start a clinic. So starting a clinic is profitable or not, but if you're very good in a clinic, you can start chain of clinics. You can become an entrepreneur. There are so many people who have become that if you're good in that. Or you can join academics like in a private or a government. We will discuss about it. But if you're doing that, plan your life first. Plan your fate. You're joining in academic or private college as a BDS. There is no much scope in that. But I suggest you join it because you will get a fixed salary there. You are okay. You are getting some earning. You will be independent of whatever it. You can spend time to think and plan your life. Yes, I want which is the roots, which are the best thing you can do that. Or you can go for an MDS. Even if you go for MDS also, a clinic is a vital thing that you should have. And you can start multiple clinics and become a boss there. You want to go academics, you can go to academics, but that is not very lucrative at this point of time in India at least. But again, I tell you, take up it. If you have done MDS or if you have done BDS, take up if you're getting, plan your life, get something, get a job. Don't look about anything of it. Just get a job, just settle down, calm yourself, plan your future, your life, what you want. Once you are independent, not depending upon anything, then you can calm yourself, you can think what you want in your life. So that is what BDS. With BDS, again, there's a government job which is non-academic. Okay, I don't like teaching, no matter, there's no scope for that. Then government jobs where it is non-academics are available. How many of you are aware about non-academic government jobs? We will discuss that. Private companies are hiring dentists. So no academics there. Companies, you be joined as a medical director or a person who is looking after that. So there are options for private job. Otherwise, job outside India with BDS, you have a job outside opportunities also there. Or settle down. Not going to come back. I'm going to settle down there outside. You can also think. You can plan now what I want, which option will be best for me. Again, If you are not interested in any of this, as my mind is research, I want to do research, study too much, yes, so many opportunities are there to become a researcher scientist in the field of dentistry. There you can do research in India, you can do research outside India also. There are two advantage if you do it outside India. Is one way that you can go and get a PR and can slowly go into the clinical practice also. First start with the research activities or join for the program, and then slowly once you get a job, and slowly then you can shift into the clinical program also. In India also there are good opportunities there, research or career change. No, as I told, I'm not happy with this profession, I don't like this profession, I want to change, I'm fed up, I want to change, this is not my cup of tea. That question you should ask. You should ask yourself, what should I do? Do not get tensed or don't worry others what they will think. Just ask that question. I want to change in the profession. That is also possible. You have profession which is dental or medical related professions are available, which is almost some amount of what you have learned will be very useful, and you can be the boss in that. So what is one option to change when you think about changing the profession? Other things are totally not related to dentistry, like civil service and all, not only related to dentistry, but non-dental career change is also good. I will be talking the advantage of being a medical or a dental student when you go for this career changes, what advantage we have. So guys, this is the overall options which I've just mentioned in front of a dentist who has finished a BDS degree. We have around 112 opportunities to select. Really, with BDS, I'm not included MDS. We have 112 opportunities to be there. With change of profession, like entirely from practicing dentist or an academics or research, with non-dental thing added, it's infinity, infinity. A dentist can be a collector, dentist can be a IPS, IAS, forestry, any branch a dentist can attain. There is no boundary for that. So actually, guys, we are actually sitting at the top of the mountain. We are the epitome of a profession. Only thing is, many of us do not know this concept. There, every profession, be it be an MBBS, be it be a BDS, be it be a IT profession, MBA, any profession, there is a concept called visible job and hidden job. What do you mean by this visible job and hidden job? Visible job is only 10% direct job. Like you say, no, you do MDS, you get a lecture, you do this, you get that's only 10 percentage of that profession. In that profession there are 90% hidden jobs are there. We never explore those ones. Let us take some example. I just want to put some example. You look into the greatest people who have become successful in their profession. I mean successful in this means you can't even imagine, I can't imagine. I'm talking about these people: Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos. These people, they did not complete, so many people did not complete what they have joined. They did not even, they innovated, they started their thing, that hidden part of their profession they understood, and they went into that. Now Jovi, you'll be asking, Dr. Jovi, we are talking about dental, what is the hidden in dental? There are so many aspects which are hidden in dentistry. When we explore that, you can be the master, nobody can beat you. These people have done in their profession. It's an example I'm telling you. So direct job, what you see is only 10 percentage. Indirect opportunities are hidden inside in every branch, and dentistry is one branch which need every branch. It can be an IT, it can be a digital world, it can be a medical. Any branch you connect, dentistry has connections. All what we do is we do not understand it, we do not explore it. Let's see, one of the famous person. You know Ultradent. He is the founder of Ultradent company, and his name is Dan Fisher. You can search, one of the richest dentist in India. He started this as a small product, very small product in 70s and 80s. He started that, and now he has got 1,600 dental products under one company, and his turnaround is $1.1 billion. Is that worth it? Now, what did he start? He started with one product called astringent, control of bleeding after periodontal or anything, periodontal gum disease, gum pain. This is what he started initially. It became hit all over the world, and from this innovation came, and he is a billionaire now. This is what I told. Hidden job in particular field is the one that we need to look out for it. So guys, I have a question for you all. I have a question for you all. So a simple question. You you aspire to dream after BDS, right? All of you are want to dream after BDS. So this question is a very testing question. I have almost 5 questions. I've planned it. If you can get 5 out of 5, then you should listen to this session full, and you should go for aspiring into your newer world. You are talented, you are capable, you are on the right track. The field is very good for you. That doesn't mean that if I could not answer at least one, I'm bad. No. Then what you need to do is the hidden talent in you, you should explore by yourself. So let me ask you one question. My first one question is, the question is, which of the following local anesthetic is most likely to cause an allergic reaction? Which among the following local anesthetic is most likely to cause an allergic reaction? Lidocaine, propoxycaine, prilocaine, mepivacaine, bupivacaine. Which among is the one that can cause allergic reaction? Can I get an answer for that? What one is the best answer? Dr. Shilpa said K. I am waiting for more answer for this question. I am waiting for more answer. Great, great, great. You are doing good answers. Very great, very good. Excellent, excellent answer. So many people are answering it. So let me, yes, 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 yes. So the right answer for this question, I will tell you the reason for it, and many people have answered. Congratulations to many of this. This question is testing all those who are aspiring for future course. I'll tell you the answer. The first, the answer for this is B, propoxycine. That is the one most likely to cause allergic reaction. The reason being, that is the only ester. Rest everything is amine. Amine groups doesn't cause allergic reaction, but ester group is supposed to have lots of allergic reaction. Now, why did I put this question is, these are the kind of questions which will be asked in your national board, or you go for your hard exam, you go for your any of the outside India examination, or even in a Navy or any interview or anything you go, they ask you something practical. They don't ask you pure theory questions that which you have studied for passing out BDS. They always ask clinically oriented, confusing kind of questions. All are local anesthetics. Now, which can be, you get confused. So your training should be in such that when you see this question, you should understand, okay, they are trying to trick me. They want to find out. So the correct answer is propoxycine here. So guys, what after BDS? Now let us come to the point. We are coming to the point, what after BDS can we do this? Now, government jobs, excellent. Government jobs are good. That's the most rewarding thing that you can get if you can get through. In your own states, you have to listen. Like in Kerala, it is we have an exam, separate Kerala exam. You need a domicile. You need to prove a lot of things. Then you can apply for this exam called PSU. So in state PSU are one of the things that you need to write to get into government jobs there. So you have state and central. Central has got a different exam. Central agencies have their different exams, interviews are there. So you need to track all these things down in your respective state there. And then is a non-government job, nothing related to government jobs are there. So in Kerala, we have PSUs. In your Tamil Nadu can have Tamil Nadu PSUs. Karnataka can have, any states from whichever states you have, you can have their states exams are there. Now they call for a permanent post. Sometimes they call for a temporary post, which can be for a 3 months to 1 year, or after that they might recall it. So you have to check for that, but apply for these jobs. If you get it, get it. It is very valid. Try to get it. I told you, you can plan your life. So do not do even if it's a temporary post. If it's a permanent post, you are lucky to do that. Now, the advantage with BDS is if you join for this permanent post as a BDS, after this much number of years you're serving for the government, they will give you quotas. The respective state will give you quotas for MDS, so that the state sponsored MDS quotas are there, which you can do. So that is an easy. You won't come to the general category like a normal person without a government job apply, because you are being servicing in the government. They will give you a special quota for you. So you get a rank and you are one of the top in the rank in the government service, you get a better option and going for MDS. So many states are doing that, and you have to follow up that with the particular states that can change. So that has to be followed up with that. So that is a PSC exam you have to go. So in Kerala, we have a website like this. You have to go to the website in your respective states. You will have a website. You have to go into this website and get that job done. How will I prepare for this? There are so much books are there. I just searched around 20 to 25 students of mine who have joined in various medical colleges and asked them what is the best book that you need. They said, sir, this is one. I'm just giving an option. Okay, this may not be the one. These are the some books that you should be completely studying it before appearing for these examinations. That there are many other books also. I'm not promoting one particular brand, but this is a review which I got from many of the students there. Now, once the state is over, what about the central government job after BDS? These are all after BDS. Yes, you have an option like an Army Dental Corps. You can join, as there are two options there, as a territorial officer in Indian Army or Indian Navy. They will join. They do an examination, and if they get selected, you will get the post in the respective field of that. How to do this? The age limit is 45 years of age as on 31st December 2021. Your age should be under that. You need to write NEET. So do not, if you have an option for, they don't have a separate exam now. You need to get 50% mark in NEET and should have completed internship, ECA registration. That means you need to register in your state or whichever council, whichever state you are, and you should be medically fit for that. And then they will call you for an interview, and that the interview process. We are going to come up with the other session on 15th August where detailed what kind of questions are being asked in this interview will cover that. Usually you have a vacancy of 30 to 45 per year. It varies, and you can get all the information in this website. And that is all done. That is all good. But preparation, the preparing yourself for this is the one most important thing when you need to do when you are planning to apply for this. So you can ask for Army Dental Corps there. Then again, central government again got UPSC dental surgeons, where they call for examination from the central government and they post you in Ministry of Health and Family Welfare as a dental surgeons. Or in railways, they will post you as divisional dental surgeon, assistant divisional dental surgeons. And what you need to look out for this, you have the UPSC is doing the examination, and you have to visit their website and find out what options, whichever area the options are there, you can apply for that. And they will call you for the interview. Again, NEET is one thing that you need to do it. So NEET exam is very important. AIMS Delhi. AIMS is another option there where they call for, again comes under central government. Now remember, in my times there were only 3 to 4 AIMS only, but now there are 22 AIMS which are the central government is starting in each states. They have selected that. So altogether in India at this point of time, 22 AIMS centers are being opening up, not completely started, but some centers have become partially functioning, and they are calling of dental surgeons, BDS people. They want to to start off. So that opportunity is also there. All you need to do is go to this website www.aiims.ac.in and find out what are the job opportunities that you have there. Another opportunity is government owned companies. Okay, there are some government owned companies which calls for dental surgeons as a resident dental surgeon. They call for that. So one company is NTPC. They call for opportunities. You can search career in this company. ONGC or NALCO also call for dental surgeons. They want one or two opportunities, one or two. All over India, you can get one or two or maximum three opportunities. But National Health System Resource Center also calls for dental surgeons, and opportunities are there. You can search for that. All comes under central government. So you are a central government employer in these programs if you get there. ECHS, another central government program, is or ex-servicemen contribute to health scheme, Ministry of Defense. That comes each state have, or each district have this one. So altogether there are around 29 ECHS all over India. They calls for dental surgeons, and that is also BDS is also eligible for that. 5 years into BDS, they are eligible, or you should have an MDS degree. Directly you can apply. So if you are passed out and 5 years experience, you are eligible for ECH application. Or if you have an MDS, you can directly apply for that. Salary is starting salary 75,000, more than that, and there are around 29 centers, and you have this is a website where you can go and apply. But all these things require some training, some key questions, some preparation that you have to do. It's not easy as you think. Just go there, apply, you will get an offer. No way. There are some tricky things that you need to know, some aspect you need to learn before going for this, which we will be discussing in detail in the coming August 15th session of What After BDS. All the central government, state government jobs, there are some framework which you need to be expert in doing it. And those questions and those things, if you train, you can get an edge advantage of that, like preparing yourself for this. This is just a screenshot I have taken yesterday and day before yesterday. There are opportunities for BDS people, like a medical officer, as a scientist, in various opportunities. And you can see postgraduate institute, it's over yesterday. But second eight, there's opportunities for BDS are still there. So many opportunities are there. Indian Institute of Telephone Industries, these are all government or all under government jobs. They have opportunities for BDS, MDS, MBBS. So they call for these jobs, and you can apply jobs for this. You need to follow all those things under central government, state government, government-owned companies. You get better opportunities there. So my second question for you, or be ready with my second question. Let's see how we are going to do. Now you understand my questions are all related to all questions are related to how you prepare for these examinations. This examination preparation is entirely different from your theory and practical preparations, where they ask direct questions. These are all clinically oriented questions. So just see this question. Let's see this question. A pulp polyp may arise in connection with. A pulp polyp may arise in connection with. These are the options: chronic open pulpitis, pulp necrosis, acute pulpitis, a chronic periapical lesion. Which would be the right answer according to you? Okay, fine. Very good, very good, very good. So many answers are there. So many answers are there, and all of you, majority 99 percentage have answered it correctly this time. Now you understand the importance. It is A only. Just one word from me, remember: pulp polyps is always on a vital pulp. Pulp polyp will happen only in a vital pulp. A chronically inflamed open vital pulp which is remain for a long period of time, pulp polyp comes. So chronic open pulpitis is a pulp necrosis, you will never get pulp polyp. Acute pulpitis, you will never get. A chronic periapiculation, no way. Only a vital pulp which is exposed. So chronic open pulpitis is the correct answer. Good. So we have found out options after BDS. We just run down in states, in your central government or state government after BDS. That's all. Now, what about with BDS? Can I fly abroad? Can I go abroad? Can I spread my wings to abroad and settle down there, or go for job opportunities. What after BDS can I do that? There are opportunities. There are immense opportunities for us. There are countries looking forward good quality practitioners, and we Indians luckily have a better chance compared to any other place there, because we have been trained already very good, and all we need is some modifications according to their norms and standards. So US, you name it, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, Middle East, Europe, Malaysia, all have opportunities for a BDS doctor to practice it. But there are some hiccups in this, which we will see there. So before going, before flying, before getting into the flight, please ask this question to yourself and prepare yourself. Have you made up your mind to go abroad? It's a one-way traffic. Okay, it's a one-way traffic. There is no coming back. Yes, I'm going abroad. My mind is there. This is not the place. I want to go abroad. If the yes, that is the answer, is this is the right choice for you? Are you ready? Are you ready to take up the exam? Are you ready to work hard, to spend some time? Are you mentally prepared to do everything? Ask yourself and prepare yourself. Yes, sir, I'm done. I'm going. I'm mentally prepared because I have a dream. I want to do that, so I'm done. Do you have a backup there? That would be actually helpful for you, like your cousin, your somebody is there, so that they can support for you some period of time, or some guidance can be given. Do you have? Then you have an edge effect that may not be there for all, but it is one thing that you can look for it, whichever place you have, and you find a particular place, an abroad place, you have better support, select that. Do not think twice. If you have a support like that, you can do that. Then try to understand that their exams are long, tough, and qualifying exam. It's very tough exams. As I told you, you should be mentally prepared to attend this and get pass out this exam. And finance is a big thing. Do you have enough financial support for this? Are there somebody is supporting? Because this is not an easy thing. You need to spend initially there. You are staying, you are traveling, your courses plus tuition fee, whatever it is, you need payments then. So you need a good financial support to do this. And finally, are you planning to settle down? That depends upon which country you are selecting. Suppose if you are selecting UAE, there is no scope of settling down there. You do the job for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, you come back to India and settle down in India. But countries like US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, you try, there is like entire different life there. You get settled down there. So you need to prepare your mind. No, 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 I don't want to settle down. I want to come back to India. I want to settle down in here only. This is my land. I want to be there, but I want to establish. So I go there and then come back. Or no, I want to settle down there. That is my vision. My social life, everything is better there. So let me go there and settle down. Plan that. If you are decided, then work on to that. It will work for you. So if that decision is being made, then options. The first option is to earn money, to settle down, to get some amount, or get some job which is very lucrative, is Middle East. Middle East is one place where you can get a better opportunity. You can work on to that and find out the best place, and then you can work there and come back into India there. The other countries, if you want to settle down in the countries, it's not an easy job. It's a more tougher job, because you need a DDS, or doctorate in dental medicine, or other options are you can do MS in research, Master of Science in Dentistry, MPH you can do, or PhD you can do. These two things you can do, and you can get settled down there permanently. That is also possible. But you try to understand why I put in the extreme corners. This MS, MPH, and PhD are all non-clinical. You are not allowed to practice in that country. It's all research oriented or academic oriented, but no way that you can practice in those countries. But DDS or MD, or those degrees are the one that makes you as a practitioner in that country, the licensed practitioner in that country. So you have to make a call. No, I don't want DDS. I want research only. So let me go into this. No, I want to settle down there. then let me go for that. You should be very clear in with your ideas there. Your path should be very clear before taking the decision there. So Middle East, if you go, UAE is one place where you can settle down. I mean, get a job. So, it's a combination of different countries, 7 countries together. That's called United Arab Emirates there. So if you want to work, get a job in Dubai, then you should pass the DH examination and you can practice only in Dubai. They gave you license to practice only in Dubai. Then you have other UAE countries like Abu Dhabi and Al Nain. Then you need hard examination. You have to pass that so that you can practice only in these 2 places. And Sharjah, Fujairah, and Ras Al Khaimah and Ajman, you need to pass the MOH examination where you can practice in this countries. That means you have to decide. So you might go into one place, get used to there, get the job opportunities, you got that, work there. No, there's a better place. You move on, you write the exam when you're doing practice there, write the exam and move on to Dubai or move on to Abu Dhabi, whichever country that you want. There are people that you have been done that. So these are the options, countries, and how, which are the exams which are the most commonly done, that has been done. And in UAE, what are the types of jobs that you can look for? That you can get jobs in a private hospital, big private hospitals, you can get a job. Or as a private dental clinic, you can get jobs. So hospital means a corporate hospitals, the private corporate hospitals, you can get a job. That's a very good one. Or a private clinic setup, you can get a job. Best would be the Ministry of Health, the government job, more secure job, more revenue, more income, you can get that. But there are different ways to approach this. We will be discussing all these things in the coming program, how to approach all this, how to look for all these things there. So that is in UAE options, we can think about it. Now, I just want to put a video of one of my friend, a very close friend of me, who is working in Abu Dhabi, and he went to Saudi first, then came back, then went to Dubai first, then went to settle down in other place there. So let's listen to what he has done. Now, why Dubai is important, let me tell you. Per month, average per month income will be around 48,200 reals you will getting. So the range that you are getting is around 25,000 to 73,000. That means if you are a BDS, basically you will get somewhere around 45 to 48 you will get. But if you are an MDS degree, you will get more, around 73 to, or other degrees, that other scholarships or other diploma or anything that you do, you get additional income up to 73. This is a survey done. There's a surveys done. Average income a dentist gets in UAE. So that's around 14 lakhs per month, 14 to 15 lakhs per month. That's not a small amount. You can get that. That's why people are trying and going for that. That's an option there. So just listen to Dr.
Hello.
Manoj.
Myself, I'm Dr. Manoj. I'm a pediatric dentist, presently working in Abu Dhabi, UAE. If you look at how I reached here, I graduated in the year 1996 from Vinayagar Mission Dental College in Salem, and being born with my dad as a dentist, it was always in my dream to become a postgraduate. So, having worked with my dad for almost 3 years, I got an opportunity to work in Sultan Qaboos University in Muscat in Oman in the year 1999. And being a graduate and the youngest dentist at the university there, I was really working like a donkey there. So there I realized that I need to work as a postgraduate, and that was always my dream. So I resigned their post after 3 months of working there, came back home, and then I got an opportunity to work in Saudi Arabia, and where I saved all my money for my postgraduate studies. And little help from my dad and from other sources, I could achieve my master's through NML University in Sedambram. And having worked back in Saudi and in Bahrain and now in UAE in Abu Dhabi, what my message for you is do not lean back, stand up, raise up to your occasion and take it as a challenge. You can achieve it. See, I wrote my master's, health authority licensing examination in Abu Dhabi when I was 42 years. So young blood, you guys can achieve it much earlier. But again, Abu Dhabi is not the dead end. So you have still to aspire the other parts of the world. Like in Europe, in Africa, in Denmark, there are so many openings where you can still find out. But you should be focused where to reach and work for it. My all and my best wishes for you. Good luck.
Thank you, Dr. Manoj. That was very generous. I know him very personally. That's what I want to tell you. If you have a determination, there's no end about that you can get it. Thank you so much, Dr. Manoj. And finally, then we go to more things like American dreams. US. Everybody is testing us and asking, how can I go into US and settle down in US with our BDS degree? I just want to let you know this person. I don't know when any of you know this person. He is the richest dentist in the world. Richest dentist in the world. And he is being considered, or it is been in the history of donations to a dental school. History of donations to any dental school. He has done the maximum. And his name is Herman Ostrow. He was a graduate of School of Dentistry, University of South California. And when he has become successful practitioner, towards his end of retirement, he visited the school library and he said, I want to donate. And you know how much amount he donated? He donated around 260 crore, 30 billion US dollar. That's around 260 crore he donated. And the entire university was named after him. So if you are aiming for that big American dream, anybody can attain it. It is a big place where all your dreams can get fully up. So USA, it's a long process to get to be a practitioner there. So let me summarize the steps of USA. First and foremost, the credentials, educational credential evaluation, ECE, is very important. They verify that, and since we are from India, it is a non-accredited dental school, so we have to sit for INDB. We have to get that verification done. You have to prepare for INDB, and you get a dental pin. Then obtain the dental pin. That's very important to do that. With that pin, that is your code, you can apply for that. Apply for ADA for the INDBE and schedule the date for examination. They will give you the schedule for the dates for examination and select a prometric center for the examination. You might have to fly to US or Canada to do that. There are few centers for that. The latest things that we need to know, because of this COVID norm, things are changing every then and now. And you have to score the pass mark. Once you pass that, then you have to apply to universities. You have to select the universities to do your DDS. Some universities says that you need to do for 2 years. Some universities says that you do it for 3 years. So you have to select it depending upon which university you are getting it. And once you finish that, then you go for licensing examination. Whichever state that you want to practice, you have to give an exam for that particular state there. Then you can practice in US as a normal dental practitioner there. So it takes minimum 4 to 6 years procedure. It's a long procedure. Finance, it can come to 80 to 1 crore at the current Indian situation. Financial, that can change. Okay, tough examination process. You should have a heart of a lion and a eye of an eagle, because you should be very tough in doing this. You should be determined in doing this. That's what I told you initially. Plan yourself. Do not jump into this. I can do that. I can do that. Plan yourself. Should I do it or not? That's a very tough process that is there. So why any other options are there, Dr. Joby sir? Any other options are there where I don't know want to do this tough process, this much screening, any other program without DDS? Can I get into that? There are options are there called research. Research is one option that you can go into US without obtaining DDS. You can go into US, again settle down, get a job and settle down. But you have to do MS in dentistry. Again here you have to have process. The process that's much simplified than about the DDS options. But your CV should be exceptional. Statement of purpose, letter of recommendation from your university, English proficiency test, and so that you have to give this INDB score. Again, the INDB is Integrated National Board of Examination, which has condensed into 500 questions now, not the 900 questions. You have to pass and you had a good score so that you get a better opportunity there. Documents, transcript. Now, here I just want to tell you, whenever you go outside India, it is not most important thing that they see is your CV. What are you doing it? So whenever your CV should contain lots and lots of continuing CD, continuing dental education programs that you attended, workshops that you attended, and more than that, some kind of services that you have done to the society, like a charitable association. In your place, just search for that. You have worked under charitable association which is done for the needy. Your social service and commitment talks a lot of value when you go into these countries in your CVs there. So try to do that when your field times are there in whichever locality you are, try to do that. So in the INDB score is very important here again, as if you want to go outside. And let me tell you the cost. If it's a 2-year program, it's a 3-year program, comes to around 80 to 90 lakhs there. But there is a loophole where you can go. I don't have time to explain that. That is also possible for going to US apart from this there. And why should I go? Average dentist in US earns around 19,900 US dollar per month. So if you calculate into an average survey which has been done, it's around 9,000 to 31,000, low to high. And if you calculate current situation, you're talking about 7 lakhs per month to 23 to 25 lakhs per month earning as an average dentist with BDS practicing in US. So it's a big money there. Life is settled. You are dictating terms. Your dreams come true there. It's possible there. Other countries. So okay, fine. US. What about other countries in the world where we can get settled down? Do not get disheartened. It is not only US. There are so many other countries where we can get settled down with our degrees there. Okay, like Canada. There are exact process to get into that. Australia, New Zealand, UK, Ireland, South Africa, Brunei, Germany, Spain, and Netherlands. These are I have selected only those places which we have people there. They are doing amazing practice, settle down, and we are coming up with a short description about all those things in our coming up program, how to get into these countries step by step. It is not gimmicks there. It's like open to this. These are the procedure that you should do. What are the hiccups that you can come? And if not, what is the other easy option to get a job visa, work there, and then you convert yourself into a PR and then getting into all those options we'll be discussing in the coming program. Must listen because we have an expert. He has students in all these places and he has collected videos of their experiences from all these countries and he's going to show it one by one. Dr. CVV Pullet, who is coming for the 15th August program. If you're free registered, just listen to it. At least you can guide your juniors, your students, or somebody whom your loved ones are there must attend that program because all these countries will be detailed explained there. Now, I just want to put one of my very close friend. He was a student and he pursued BDS. He's an MBBS doctor, did an MCOTS Mangalore, and then he did his BDS, and then he did his MDS in oral surgery and craniofacial surgery. Now, Dr. Soni is working in UK. He's migrated to UK, an amazing place there. The entire concept is different, a scope for Indian dentists there. So let's listen to him, what he has experienced there.
Hi everyone, my name is Sony Pulan. I am a maxillofacial surgeon currently working in the UK. Let me thank God for giving an opportunity to share my experience with you all. I started my career in medicine in 2001. I joined MBBS in KMC, Mangalore. Towards the end of my MBBS, I decided that I wanted to become a maxillofacial surgeon. So after finishing that, I joined dentistry in Annamalai University. In 2007, I joined, and in 2011, I joined postgraduate training in oral and maxillofacial surgery in COTS, Mangalore. Towards the end of my post graduation, I decided that I wanted to become a cleft and craniofacial surgeon. So after finishing that in 2014, in 2015, I joined the cleft fellowship, which was for a year in Bangalore. And after that, I finished my cleft training in 2016, and in 2017, I joined craniofacial fellowship in Cochin. That was for 1.5 years. I finished that and I was working in that unit and recently moved to UK. So there is a lot of hard work in getting all these courses and a lot of blessings from God. So as a sincere advice to you all, keep focused, keep working very hard so that you can procure your dreams. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Soni. So what you need is a focused approach where what is your destination, you need to do that. So my third question for you is this one, very simple question. An endodontically treated posterior tooth has 3 mm of circumference with clinical crown remaining. How many millimeters in length are needed to forego a post using an amalgam core buildup in a prepared post spaces? The options are, is it greater than 3 mm, less than 3 mm, 5 to 6 mm, 2 mm, greater than 2 mm. The basic thing of this is what should be the remaining length to give a crown. Let me see how many of you have answered that. How many of you can answer that? The answer is 2. This is D, D, D. Answer is D, D, D. Fine, fine. D, D, D. Lot of answers. Thank you so much for the answers. That's great. D, 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 D. Let's see the answer. The answer is A, greater than 3 mm. Okay, so you can forego an amalgam buildup if there are more than 3 mm of crown is remaining after the gingival. That's the thing that is required for a crown adaptation. Now, these are the questions that you can get in this INDBE or your ORE or any of the examination. They ask you very tricky kind of questions which you can never. So you need some kind of training, some kind of backup with this kind of programs to get these kind of questions to be answered for that. You know this person, anybody who know this person? If anybody can come to the chat box. I'm almost done, 5 more minutes. That's done, exactly 1 hour I'll be finished my session. Can anybody come to the chat box and tell who is this person? Can anybody know this person? Oh, great, 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 great. You know what happened is this gentleman once walked into a clinic. He got the treatment done and everything was over. So the dentist told this gentleman, the treatment is done, you can spit. So he was going and he saw the spittoon. It was full dirty. The spittoon was so dirty, smell was coming. He somehow finished and walked out of the clinic, did not say anything to the dentist. And then he started, he thought about it, why we can't have a setup which is aesthetically good, decent, affordable for all. Why can't we have a setup where people appreciate, people don't have hiccups like this? He started that. And this is Arminder Singh, CEO of Clove Dental, the biggest dental chain across India. 330 dental clinics across India. And he's not a dentist. He's not a dentist, but there are 330, there are around 700 to 800 dentists working under him. BDS, MDS, everything is there. So are we missed some points? We have to ask ourselves. Next is clinic. Starting up a clinic, you say, oh, it is not possible, it is not good, it is not feasible, it is not productive, how will I sustain? All these are the negative thoughts that you have. But the positive aspect of is if you have a clinic of your own, you innovate the clinic, innovate it. 90% are hidden jobs. Innovate the clinic the way that is different from others. It should not be like one standard. So for that, you need experience. You have to work under somebody, find the basic things and get the maximum knowledge. Even if it is free, not paid, do not get disheartened. Work because I have a purpose. I want to learn the best under that person. Do that and learn extractions, RCTs, composite fillings, crown, CD, RPD, the basic things, learn the maximum and implants and try to do some kind of PG diploma or a certificate course with respect to your interest. Do that and acquire this. If you are not planning for an MDS, BDS, with this experience, you be innovative, you can be very successful in your practice. So clinic starting is not a bad option at this point of time, but be innovative, be innovative. And you should have a communication skill, which is nowhere they teach you. A good communication skill. A patient who is with pain that has come, patient is there, sister said there's a patient that has come with pain. You make the patient wait for half an hour and then see, no, when a patient with pain, with a genuine and suffering from pain, you should make an alternative option to see that patient and comfort them. At least your assistant should go and tell, doctor is seeing a case and he's going to come out. Ma'am, do you want any medication so that we can give to you so the pain can be relieved before the doctor says some kind of approach that that itself will be a biggest medicine for that doctor, that the patient, than doctor seeing itself. And whenever you see that kind of soft approach to the patient oriented approach, that soft skills which you need by experience there, so those things are very important for a clinic there. And selecting a place, so many things are there, I'm not going into detail about that, but you should be available 24/7 if you're starting a clinic, you're planning to start a clinic there. And investment should be minimally but not too much exorbitant, but it should be a decent, a minimal setup. Search and Google and you find out the best option. You can find out in your place what is the best thing that I can do that. So you might be thinking that is it practically possible starting a clinics? Can we attain, can we attain this? Is it possible? Let me tell you, one of our supporter of our online dentistry, Dr. Vijayalakshmi Acharya, a finest endodontist and the best clinic you must visit, but after taking an appointment, is Acharya's Dental Clinic in Chennai. Ma'am has got the clientele to the greatest actors and she has got clinic into the best at it. But she did not start like this to yesterday. She struggled, worked with from one center to the multi center. She has grown up. So all it takes, you can achieve, you can become. It's all requires a determination to start and be innovative. She was innovative in a way at those period of time. So exactly at this point of time, be innovative. You can be a different, your clinic can fetch and can be different in the society. We were so glad that we could attend. She invited us to conduct a webinar or a 3-day program for her, and she sat for that 3-day sessions of interceptive myofunctional. That is what I want to tell you. You have to learn. Today I am learning. You should learn at any point of time. Being a clinician, every day you should learn something so that you can apply in your practice there. And finally, I'm ending with that is MDS. Should I do MDS or not? Now you know the MDS is a just upgrading yourself. That's all. If you have BDS, you are good. That is more than enough. But MDS would be a upgrading yourself. You think about it. Whether should I upgrade or am I happy with that? You think about it and then go for MDS. So MDS was academic, was very good, but nowadays it is not that lucrative. But practicing has got edge effect now with MDS because now people are aware. As we are moving on, as I told you, you have to advance in that aspect. So MDS can fetch you in private practice more advantage compared to other things. So again, you can go for a private practice or government. Again, MDS can have a better opportunity than a BDS there. That is there. So that is another option. Or go for consultations. The consultation practice, I don't have much time to tell you. It's a very lucrative in the beginning, but not for a long run. Believe me, beginning, it can fetch you money. You will be happy, you might be elated, but as you go after 10 years into that, you might feel drained. So that is not a best option, would be a practice of yourself. So finally, either BDS or MDS, we come into one thing of your dental clinic, innovative dental clinic, different from others. Either BDS or MDS can work wonders. MDS can little more advantage you can have, but you can overcome with newer innovations. You can overcome that also there. And Dr. Joby, I'm fed up now. And no BDS. I came here not to attend. I do not want BDS. I'm fed up with that. I'm ending my life of my professional life with the BDS. So what options are there other? So MDS clinics, no, 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 I am not interested. Then I want to change my profession. This is enough for me. This is not the cup of tea that I want. This is not what I want. I want to change. Yes, you have an option. Changing the profession, you have an option. Let me tell you the biggest advantage of being a BDS or doing this is we have completed around 19 subject thoroughly, like MBBS. 80% of what MBBS guys does, more than what a lawyer or LLB people do, more than what your a civil surgeon study. We have already studied, mastered, we have proved ourselves. So believe me, our level of understanding, grasping, memorizing, struggling is much, much better than those people who do not know about this BDS and all those things. So we are actually proven good in one aspect. That's why you are BDS now. Now, exact same way, if you can put an effort into a field which you dream or crave, you will definitely shine that, because our educational level, our mental stamina, strength, effort, everything is much, much higher than any other professional people who have done, because we do around 80% of MBBS doctor who is supposed to be the toughest. We already covered that. So being a BDS graduate, if you have passed out in flying colors and if you do not like BDS to be is the goal, you can do not lose your heart. You can work on the non-dental subjects where you can change your profession there. So you have to be focused. Again, I'm coming to this point. Focus. Do not waste your time. Don't get confused and not waste your time. Take a concrete decision and do not follow others. That person did that and he got an army, he got in collector, he became this, that, and do not fall for that. You have no idea how much struggle that person has done. A person with a BDS will become a collector. You ask that person how much struggle he has done. Exactly same 4 year struggle that person has done for another 1 or 2 years. That's what again I'm telling you. If you have that mental power to pass BDS, definitely this is nothing for you, but you again have to put that effort for another 1 or 2 years to get that particular field that you're dreaming about it. So you can say hasta la vista to BDS, bye bye, goodbye to BDS. Okay, fine. So what would be the best option for me for BDS? One option that is coming up largely is Master in Public Health. MPH is coming up in many options like that, because MPH doesn't have much option in India. There are universities which does MPH in India, but in India the options are very less. But outside India like US, like Canada or UK, all these countries, MPH has got a good value, easy to get job compared to that. So you have to study. Again, I told you the 19 subject you studied in BDS, forget about that. You have another 8 to 9 new subject you have to study. That's why I told you have to struggle again 2 years to 3 years, and you can pass this also in flying colors. And the universities in India, the best of the universities which offers MPH are JIPMA, Indian Institute of Public Health, Gujarat, Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi, KLA University, Belgaum, Amity University, and Manipal University. One of the pioneer universities which degrees are much, much valued even outside are this one. There are so many other universities are also there. You can do that. And who appoints you? Big people who does across the globe, like WHO, private companies, UN funds, all these companies need MPH people to coordinate their work. And your starting salary can from 3 lakhs per annum, starting salary 3 lakhs per annum. It can go into 15 to 20 lakh, 25 lakhs per annum to 30 lakhs per annum to 50 lakhs per annum when you become a NGO director of South Asian Asia. Like that, when you become, there is no limit, you have better options there. So, but you, India options are very less at this point of time. But outside India, in third world countries like Vietnam, they will appoint you to Vietnam, they will appoint to any place. You should be ready to fly, but the opportunities are very high in that. So a testimony of MPH is none other than Wazim. Dr. Wazim is the Astra, the company's director, medical affairs management. He said in MPH is the least preferred in US. People in US do not prefer to do MPH. So we Indians have a better opportunity to pursue MPH in US. That is what I told you. We are coming up with that program. We are going to tell you how to do MPH in other countries, which are more valid or which can have a better possibility for you to get settled down there. So once you do that, you have opportunities in these countries, the pharma companies and all will appoint you, and from MPH you can even do doctorate in MPH and your life is settled down. You have no limits with doing this MPH there. Have you all ever got a mail like this? Anybody have got in your mail? So many junk mails are there coming up. Have you ever seen this kind of mails? Insurance, this kind of thing. Sometimes we have clicked this mail also. Have you ever got mail like this with a write-up with the benefits of this, that, and all? Have you ever? If you go into junk mail or any mail now, you can see so many messages that you have got from many companies like that. Who is sending this mail? Who is writing those write-ups and those flyers and that points? Who is giving these companies there? If you see all our insurance companies there. So all these insurance companies are hiring related to dentistry, related to medical professionals. They are hiring people and they are asking them to do something called medical or dental content writer. With respect to medical, if you can write a good content about a disease or a thing, you write it and give to us. We will buy that and we will pay you. And their salary is like $50 to $100 per hour. That means in the entire day, you have to spend maybe 1 hour or whatever hour you spend, you write a good content to them. They approve that and they will pay you immediately that money to your account, transfer that. Our basis. So multiple companies, you can be a medical or dental content writer. If you're good in vocabulary, good in English language, this is an option that you can do additionally with BDS. You don't need any other thing. If you're an MDS also, you can do that. You can do apply to these companies. I can write this, and they will take you there. So guys, I'm winding up. I'm almost ending up. The one thing, social media is the one thing that kills you. It's the one thing that gives you new opportunities. So it is like a double-sided sword. It can either destroy your life or it can give you the best opportunities that is there. So if you are addicted to social media, beware of that. But I will suggest you this one thing: goals are dreams with deadlines. If you stick on to the social media, see on to that, and if your deadlines are there, then it can be nowhere you can attain that. So one thing that you can do in social media is you please watch YouTube channels where there are some video demonstrations about various procedures are there. Watch it repeatedly, or get a pdfdrive.com is an amazing platform where you get best textbook you can get. There are Telegram book groups are there. Online and offline free webinars are there. Do not waste your time. If you're using social media, use it for your own upgradation. Do not waste your time. So for example, composite veneering, if you do not know how to do, at least watch some videos how it is been done. Get multiple videos, get learn and start applying in your practice. You will get some idea about that. And one platform that you should have in your is LinkedIn, which gives you authenticated, very professional, good courses, either degree diploma or certificate courses they give you, or new options as a particular professional, wherever you have job opportunities, very professional thing they give you. So you want social media group which I suggest you to be there is LinkedIn, that you can do that. So the last question I'm winding up is that periodontitis is usually severe in patients. Periodontitis is usually severe in patients taking phenytoin with a defective neutrophil, with bruxism, with overcrowding. Periodontitis is common in which patient? What is your answer? What is your answer? Fine, fine, fine. So many answers are there. So many answers are there. That's great. That is great. So many answers. The right answer for this question, periodontitis, is usually severe. So confusing this question is not absolutely so confusing. It is. It can happen there. It can happen in this. It can happen that also. It can. No, the right answer for this question is, sorry. The right answer for this question is 2. Defective neutrophil. Defective neutrophil is the right answer, where periodontitis is severe in this patient because there is no defense mechanism, is completely altered. So you get periodontitis very common in this patient, not the others are the right answer. That is why the tricky questions are there. So guys, we are ending up, dentistry is changing. Do you know around 1980s and above, uh, dentistry is all about this. Go to any dentist, you can see a mouth mirror probe, either straight or curved. That is dentistry. And in 90s and 2000, a newer diagnostic tools that came, like a brush, like an elastomeric separator to separate the teeth and see dental caries, a floss to detect proximal caries. So many things that have come. And then intraoral camera by around end of 90s, intraoral camera which has come, which totally changes the concept of patient visualizing what is inside, real what is happening. You don't have to talk, you can just tell. There's okay, patient will ask you, can I feel get, can I get that fill? Can I get that fill? What is that? That has come. And in 2020, totally teeth scan is going to rule the world now. So that entire oral cavity can be scanned, digitalized, and you can take even impressions with this imaging. Upper, lower arch can be imaged like this. All that takes second is 40 seconds upper arch, 20-second upper arch, 20-second lower arch, 45 seconds. You image it, that comes out, so that you do not need impressions like this. Digital printouts will come. Image it, send to the lab, they will give you the digital printouts, and they will give you even crowns with that. One day crown and bridge can be given. That is also happening all around the world. It will come in the many Indian metropolis, is happening there. So dentistry is not stagnant. It has changed. It is ever changing field. It is. Let me tell you, the amount of change that happening in dentistry is so wide and so huge. We have to be updated daily and every day. I hope you know this person. I all know this person. When he was asked, the Amazon, when he was asked, sir, what is your wildest dream? On an interview, he was asked, what is your wildest dream? What do you like to do if you are not a businessman? He answered,
I don't actually hold out great hopes, but if I could do anything, I would like to go help explore space.
Tell me more. I mean, what would you do? How would you go about it if you weren't doing this?
Well, the picture I have is that I would get in a rocket ship, go up into space, and go check out a few things. Now, this is why I mentioned at the beginning. This is a very hard technical problem.
Yeah, it is. but I would think if you put your mind to it, you could probably figure out a way that we could do this.
so he was asked, what is your wildest dream? And he said, I want to go to space and explore. And people laughed at him. Recently, 3 weeks back, the same guy,
5, 4,
same guy
command and start. 2, 1.
sat in a rocket with his friend. He went to the space. And 4 to 5 days back, he came back. That is called determination. That is called determination. That is this saying says very clearly, you don't get what you wish for, you get what you work for it. You have to work for your dreams. You can't, you can just lie down and dream and keep on dreaming and keep on dreaming, but things won't come to you. You have to work for it. Whatever it is, you have to. You can be a BDS, MDS, you want to change the profession, you want to be that, go there, but you have to work for it. Learn the best way it can be done. So dentistry and its dream, the Henry Ford saying, which I always put in these motivational classes, what he said is, a market is always saturated with a good product, never saturated with a good product, but it is always quickly saturated with a bad one. So you can be a bad dentist, a good dentist, or an excellent dentist, and that is never get saturated. If you want to be an excellent dentist, the market is never get saturated. People will come to you, they will trust you, and you can be a successful person. The choice is yours, guys. The choice is yours. Do not get blinded. There are so much things that is happening around, and so much negative things that is happening around. Do not get confused and get blinded by dentistry is hopeless. All those things are there, but at the same time, do not have over expectations. You can't expect a coconut tree to give all these fruits. That is not possible. You have to really work for it. So many things which I have not covered here, which are going to come up in the coming session. So many things I have not covered. So many options. I told you 112 options are there, but these options are going to come up in our coming session there, which detailed things are going 5 to 6 hours it takes for us to explain all those things. So many options are there for us. So do not be in a caged bird or a caged animal. This is my world. This is end of it. Spread your wings, see the positivity that is happening around us, and be happy, and be, I wish you all the best to become a good, successful dentist. Thank you so much. And over to you, Dr. Devika, for the question and answer session.
Thank you so much, sir. The eye sees only what the mind is prepared to comprehend, and looks like we have a lot to comprehend right now. It was indeed a great session and an eye-opener session for a lot of us. So we'll be taking a few questions. If anybody has any kind of doubts, they can please come into the chat box. So one of the questions while the session was going on was, is it possible in lockdown to move to abroad, sir, to different countries?
That is what the Devika, I told you there are a lot of restrictions are there. We have summarized all the restrictions. Like suppose if you say in UAE, there are restrictions for the lockdown, which you can't do now. Some countries like Australia has not opened up till now. Many countries have restricted the movement because of this, but it's all temporary one. Everything will get over. At this point of time, there are a lot of restrictions in many of the countries, which need to be timely checked at the respective place. But prepare yourself. Once this lockdown and things are moving out, getting over, you can do that.
Thank you, sir. We have another question that is, can you please tell the future of forensic odontology in India, or how to take up that as a profession?
It's a very good option, doctor. Please do attend the coming session. Dr. CV is going to detail explain to you which are the colleges, which are the ways that it's going to benefit. But forensic odontology and criminology, that's going to come up because the role of dentist to identify this bite mark, and governments appointing this, or private agencies appointing this for this insurance purposes. Now this insurance litigations are coming up, and this homicide, or this, a lot of things are happening in the society. So a dentist role in identifying all those things are very critical, and private companies or insurance companies are appointing it. Governments are appointing it. For the government college, they are appointing it, or this police departments are appointing it. So many options are there, this forensic odontology, and also forensic science also. So many options are there. It's a very prospective option coming up in India. But at this point of time, if you ask to do the best thing for a better perspective, nothing in UK. That would be the best place to do forensic science or forensic science and criminology. Best universities are in UK and Europe.
Then, sir, we have another question that is, sir, with your experience, which is the best option to take after BDS?
Which is the best? See, I told you again, that question is, see, my caliber or my vision may not be your vision. So you have to first ask these questions. Okay, I like BDS. I'm in BDS. I like this profession, but I want to upgrade myself. So if you are good in clinicals, good in communication skill, and you're confident, you can start a clinic. Or if you are good in, go to an MDS. Let me always tell you that is a very good option to do MDS and pursue further, but all depends upon your interest. If you are a person who likes talking to people, communicate with the people, confidence in yourself, learn, and then you start up a clinic in your locality, you be a different, innovate different, that can fetch you work for 5 or 6 hours, then you think about whether you want to go to MDS or not, whatever. Or you think that abroad is my option, you should not waste your time. First ask yourself the questions. What I can say that, okay, take pediatric dentist, that is the best. That is for me, not for you. It can be different for you. So whichever you think about it, and then follow your mind, your situation, you follow it and take it up.
Thank you, sir. We have another interesting question. Will you be talking about scholarships in the upcoming webinar?
Yes, that one will be a totally 5 to 6 hour session where the scholarships which you can take in India and abroad, and also other ways that you can get into these countries, how you can go for in these countries will be told in those webinars, because it takes a lot of time to explain how to get this scholarship, which are the options for the scholarship, what are the scholarships available, how to go ahead with that.
Thank you, sir. We have another question that says, what is the scope of pharmacovigilance?
Oh, amazing scope with pharmacovigilance. But as you said, we require some certain institutions are there which are very good in what is this, you should understand. And with the companies of drug companies which are coming up, they are taking either MBBS or BDS for this pharmacovigilance. There's opportunities for that. So never, there's a future is coming up for this in India, in abroad also. They have a good opportunity for this.
Thank you, sir. One more different question is sports dentistry valid in India, sir?
Sports dentistry, as if now the validity of sports dentistry is slowly catching up. Like in an Indian cricket team, a dentist, or that like that, or a football team in India, a dentist, or an athletic team, a dentist. Slowly it's taking up the pace and is picking up. It will really help it in future. Like this Olympic team, there should be a dentist. There should be a dentist to do if they have some problem there, or people, they should have some attachment to some dentist, because before going to that, all the screening and everything should be done. So you can, so the Ministry of Sports might appoint a dentist. So that kind of scopes are there, but slowly coming up. Each state might have, then each club might have, like a big clubs might appoint a dentist. So we are in the growing phase of that. It is coming up, but it has got a future.
Thank you, sir. One more question is, even after MDS, are there options in Canada?
Yes, there are options. Even BDS there are options, MDS there are options. But our MDS is non-accredited colleges. It comes under non-accredited thing. So we have to clear either their licensing examination, or there are other options like going as a hygienist or going as an assistant, and then pursuing it slowly. So we will be discussing these loopholes, in the coming up session. Do not get disheartened. There are so many opportunities in many countries where we will be discussing it in the coming session. It requires some time.
Thank you, sir. Another question is it possible to do MBA after BDS?
100%, doctor. And do you know which is the best branch in MBA? We should doing it. So all those will be discussed, doctor. There are so many branches, 8 to 11 branches of MBA is there. Don't just fall for MBA. All branches of MBA are useful for you. No. If you are a dentist, there are 2 to 3 branches as a dentist or in the medical fraternity should be doing it. If you are totally want your change of profession, there are some either like IT, MBA in information technology is no use for a BDS or a dental. So you go for that. So totally different it is. But being a BDS or a dental profession, there are some branches which are related to dentistry and medical field. That if you do, you have an edge effect.
Thank you, sir. Sir, can we do cosmetology course after BDS?
Yes, you can do. You are eligible to that. You can do facial aesthetic and cosmetology things that you can do. You are any BDS person can are eligible to do after getting a proper recognized degree. You can do. I mean, diploma. It's all diploma or a. So no, let me tell you, there is a large difference between a diploma and a certificate course. Diploma course is minimum 6 months or 1 year or more, but certificate courses are less than 6 months course. So at least a diploma course, something if you do, you can do that. There's no problem in that. As if now DCA has not set any hindrance for a BDS person doing this cosmetology.
Thank you, sir. Can we pursue PG in clinical subjects in UK?
Oh yes, you can. You can do that PG clinical subject, but for that, then no, you have to do the. See, I told you, people are going there, doing, finishing this BDS or whatever. Then they go there, they do their criteria, and then start working as in UK. You can do that. You can do that, but it's a long process. You can do that.
Thank you, sir. We have 4 to 5 questions on the details of Army Dental College, sir.
Which one, doctor?
Asking for details for Army Dental Corps.
Army Dental Corps, I have almost all the details I've given, but the problem with this that interview and the examination, you should be very tricky. You should do that, and I've given the website address also. You can get the details there, all the details you can get, but it's a good option either in the Navy or in the Territorial Army you can get. And in Army Dental Corps there is a short-term service and a long-term service. Short-term is for 3 years, long-term is for 5 to 15 years it is there, but there are some loopholes or some things that you can do once you join this short term or long term, and they will sponsor you for MDS. So many things are there which we'll be detailedly discussing with their flow chart how to be done in our upcoming session. Dr. CV is very much encouraging for Army Dental Corps because that's a hidden opportunity which none of us do that. Our life will be settled in Army Dental Corps there.
Thank you, sir. And again, a question, which is the best college to study implants?
There are no best colleges like this. There are so many. See, implant is not a different specialty as if now. It is along with perio or prosthodontics or surgeons are doing it implants. So I cannot tell you a one particular college which is the best. And also implantology, there are so many colleges and associations are doing it by themselves. You have to search for it, and many people even go abroad and do it. But in India now there are so many associations and private groups or colleges which have come, like Manipal is there, which has got a good implant, DY Patel. Even our dental college has got Anu Dental College has got a good implant course, which is everything is now stopped because of this pandemic. But otherwise, very reputed dental colleges have got, you look for those implant courses where they offer you patients. What you need to see is, are they offering patients, whether you are able to do on patients. In our college, we give 3 to 4, 5 patients, we do them. So like that, you have to look for that, whichever college offer you to work on patients and follow-up of that is being done. And that could be a best course because there is nowhere you can project you have done from this college, so that is best. No, if you're very good in, you get a good exposure and you are master that, you can go ahead with implantology course.
Thank you, sir. We have a few more questions, but we'll be taking just last 2 questions. And one is, can we do?
They can come to the WhatsApp group if they are there, or they can ask personally. I put my slide also, so they can ask me personally, or you can put in the WhatsApp group so that we can answer those questions also.
Of course, sir. The next question is, can we do diploma instead of MDS as a choice?
It's a good choice. I told you, doctor, I told you there are so many people who are doing exceptionally well with BDS, and they have done this kind of diplomate courses, certificate courses. They improvise themselves and doing amazingly good, better than an MDS person. They are doing it. But I told you, it's all depending upon your choice. How good you. I know so many people whom we are just BDS into years of experience, but they gain their knowledge in different subjects like cosmetology, aesthetic dentistry, implants, endodontics, pediatric orthodontics, all those things they have done, and they are exceptionally doing very good. So it's all depending upon like what you want. Your area of practice is focused on what should I improvise, and then you can go ahead for that.
Thank you, sir. One last question, that is just a second, sir. PG
Any YouTube
diploma.
questions are there? Any YouTube you have followed up? YouTube, we're asking both together.
No, yes, sir. A combined
Yeah.
set of questions are there.
Okay.
PG diploma in embryology has scope. Does PG diploma in embryology, sir?
Embryology PG diploma, that is purely the scope is limited to research oriented. Okay, that's a purely research oriented question, topic it is. And you can get a good opportunity in countries like UK and in US, because they are all research oriented attitudes, and they have research oriented associations are there. So you get a better opportunity. US would be one, and UK would be one, and then can be a Europe also, especially countries like Germany, those areas where their research are more oriented, focused. You can get a better opportunity there.
Thank you so much, sir. It was great session, very informative for all of us dentists. I request everybody to join us for all the details, A to Z details about the scope after BDS or in our upcoming webinar. Thank you, sir. And that was a great session, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Any questions or any queries can be emailed to us on our website or can be asked on our WhatsApp groups. We will revert back to you shortly.